Hey everyone, Graphics Works here, and this is a classic game of Clue. Every so often, I enjoy playing Clue once in a while. It's just a very fun murder mystery, very cool. Link for this version of Clue will be in the description down below. This one is very heavily on different skins and stuff that you can pay money for, but just playing like a default thing is pretty fun. So we're gonna do a single player two-door mansion. See, because like you can buy either of them individually or you can buy as a set or a pack. There's like so many different skins and variations of Clue that I see no reason to buy all that. Um, this version I'm not too happy with for the default because they have Dr. Orchid instead of Mrs. White, which is dumb. They still have Colonel Mustard, Mr. Green, Miss Peacock, Professor Plum, and Miss Scarlet. But the original board game Clue will always hold true and dear to my heart. As well as the Clue version I had is this one. I'll have a picture of it posted here. Where Miss Scarlet has the dark hair, and I think Miss Peacock is a redhead, if I remember correctly. If not, I'm completely wrong. But Mrs. White was the maid. But I always play as Professor Plum. And for those of you that don't know how Clue works, basically, you have a bunch of people show up to a mansion, and you get a bunch of cards, and you got to figure out who the murderer is, who killed who, and who killed the host in what room with what weapon. Suspects, they all get shuffled up, and there's a thing. You pick one each card, you throw it into an envelope, and we all get a whole bunch of cards. So we know it's not. Who's going first? Miss Scarlet's going first. Okay. And then you move a few spaces from the center, see where you can go. You went into here first. You're saying Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the hall. And then the very next person, if they can show you a card that's one of these, that it's not it, then they know. So we know with our cards, it is not the ballroom, it is not the dining room, it is not the lounge. Colonel Mustard Hall, questionable. Colonel Mustard, questionable. Candlestick, questionable. As of right now. I like to use the card to like help keep track of everything. Continue. So one of these is not it. Mr. Green, you got 6 spaces. You're going for the dining room. Well, we know it's not the dining room. Oh, no, this is saying that they don't have those cards. Okay. So actually, this should have been Mr. Green has these cards. One of these cards. This is actually how this should have been. So this should be removed. Also, can I use the numpad for that? No. Okay, so Mr. Green has one of these 3 cards. Miss Peacock does not have Miss Orchid, does not have the candlestick. Okay. Also, the fact that Mr. Green also went for candlestick makes me suspect that it might be candlestick unless someone else has a candlestick. So this is a very strong inclination that this could be candlestick. But we show him that it's the dining room. We question if it might be mustard. We know it's not. No. We don't know who it is. People keep saying it's Miss Orchid. Just because Green didn't have. I'm going to say Mr. Green doesn't have the Orchid card. And I'm not going to keep going candlestick. So I want to try going for a different one. Let's go for Miss Scarlet in the ballroom with the dagger. We'll suggest this. Colonel Mustard, you showed me it's not the billiard room. Okay, so this shows that no one has the billiard card because he has the billiard card, so that knows that it's safe. So the exclamation mark would be that this is that room. Okay. End turn. So billiard room's knocked out. So we still have the study, the library, kitchen, hall, and conservatory. This is the hall. Miss Scarlet. Oh. Mustard is saying Scarlet Rope Hall. Saying Miss Scarlet with the wrench in the library. Okay, so Miss Scarlet gave her a card. So Miss Scarlet either has Miss Scarlet, the wrench, or the library. Okay. Two people can't have the hall. So one of you two has the hall. Back to the top. Mr. Green with the lead pipe. And Mr. Green is showing... Well, we already accused him of having either the mustard or... Well, he might have... Since it... You did the hall again. I'm gonna say that you don't have the hall. Actually, you know what? I'll make this be an exclamation mark, maybe. So, no one has done anything for the conservatory or the kitchen or the study yet. We also know that Miss Peacock did not have any of this. We also know that we did not have any of this. Okay, so continue. Seven. Going for the study. You're saying it was me with the candlestick. Okay, Colonel Mustard was able to pull something through. Either having this or this. I think I want to go for the study as well. Please tell me that's enough for the study. Yeah, we'll go study and then we can go from study to kitchen. I want to say... I need answers on characters or weapons. So let's say Colonel Mustard. With the candlestick in the study. You're giving me some answers. You have the candlestick. Okay, so was not the candlestick. Okay. Study is still questionable. Well, you might not have that. You might have the library. So, I want to try for kitchen. Kitchen green. End turn. I think next time we try kitchen green and then lead pipe. Colonel Mustard's going for the kitchen. Miss Scarlet with the dagger. Okay, so that knocked out quite a bit. So Miss Peacock has one of these. So you might have a Miss Scarlet, you might have the dagger, you might have the kitchen. I think when I do kitchen, I want to make sure I don't go dagger and I don't go Miss Scarlet. Orchid's turn, you're not going anywhere? Interesting. Miss Scarlet is choosing the kitchen, saying me in the kitchen with the rope. Okay, hold on a minute. So no one had Miss Orchid? Okay, we have you on rope. So you have the rope. We know you don't have the kitchen. So it's not the kitchen. Kitchen is marked out. So we still have a chance for the library, the study. Actually, wait. No, if nobody has it, then that means it's the kitchen. Nobody has kitchen. You have the rope. You might have plum. So someone in the kitchen. Conservatory? Miss Orchid? With a lead pipe? Miss Peacock had it right away. Well, we know she doesn't have Miss Orchid. So you either have conservatory. I'm gonna bet you have conservatory. Whether you have lead pipe or not, I don't know. It's Peacock's turn. You're going for the kitchen. Don't tell me you already have this pinned. Miss Orchid with the revolver in the kitchen. So, you know it's the kitchen. You might have a you have a rope. You might have the Miss Orchid card. Several people did not have Scarlet. My turn. Can I choose to stay in my same room? Yeah. I'm staying with the kitchen. So this is... I need to choose someone that I know that Colonel Mustard doesn't have, so I can knock out a bunch of X's. So let's try hoping for something that Miss Scarlet might have. So we'll say Scarlet with the lead pipe. No. What is this? Is this the pipe or the Scarlet? It's the pipe. Damn it. Okay. We still have a chance at it being Miss Scarlet. So I'm still very strong believing in that it's Miss Scarlet. With the dagger in the kitchen. End turn. I'll give this one more run around. Someone's going to figure it out this turn. Let's just hope that we can figure it out. Okay. You showed him that. Okay, continue. Wait. You don't have the dining room. You don't have this. Mr. Green showed him a card. Mr. Green has Colonel Mustard. The mustard's out. Mr. Green with the dagger. Mr. Green does not have the kitchen. Mr. Green does not have the dagger. He has Mr. Green. Ooh, this is looking more and more like myself. You're going back for the study. Miss Peacock with the pipe. Okay, you showcased that it's not the lead pipe. You might have Miss Scarlet as your third card. You might have study, but it doesn't matter. We know it's the kitchen. Mr. Green, snake-eyed, for the kitchen. You think it's Professor Plum with the candlestick? That doesn't go very far. We know he doesn't have that. We know he doesn't have that. So he showed him the candlestick. It's Peacock. Going for the hall. Miss Scarlet with the dagger. Hold on, what? But no one had the kitchen. Someone has to have the hall, right? No one had the dagger? And no one had Miss Scarlet. Tell me you're wrong. What? No, we were way off. We were so close on our thought process being the dagger. Damn. Okay. That's unfortunate. But yeah, guys, this has been Clue. You can also play online with your friends or random opponents. Or I guess you can also play with friends. But it's link for it will be in the description, as always. And it's just very fun to play. Like, I also like playing the board style, but when you can't get together, playing online is always fun too. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, try to have a better day than yesterday. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.